Let's talk about 1001 Nights, Arabian Nights, the story of Scheherazade, Aladdin, Ali Baba. What are we talking about? Let's begin with Scheherazade, the 1001 Nights. It's about feminicide. It's still happening, and it was happening. The king, in his mad rage, his jealous rage, was killing women every day. And Scheherazade said, I have to end this, otherwise it's over. So, as a very intelligent woman, and why are basically women much more intelligent than men? Because they live in adversity. They've always lived in adversity. The more you suffer, the stronger you become, the more you open your eyes. How can I exit this unfavorable situation? Women were sold into slavery. They were forced to marry. They were kidnapped. And beautiful women, intelligent women, were burnt as witches for hundreds of years. We have to have a special compassion and respect for women. They're here after thousands and thousands of years of being mistreated, abused, massacred. And Scheherazade is a great example of a wonderful, beautiful, intelligent, successful survivor. For 1001 Nights, she blended all the myths and legends and stories and adventures from Morocco to Indonesia, from Africa to Central Asia, all over India, from Iran to Thailand, from China, all the way to the deepest corners of Africa. She blended all the stories of the global South, which during 2000 years traded together. From 1000 BC to 1000 AD, this whole region traded around India and shared their stories. And Scheherazade put them together. It's called compilation. It's very important. And after 1001 nights of storytelling and fascination and, of course, singing and dancing and enchanting, the king had forgotten about his hate, his rage, his madness, and returned to being a normal, nice king. So we have to understand the importance of storytelling, the importance of fables that are an indirect way of people getting it. Because when you tell people this is right, this is wrong, in your opinion, I don't care. But through a story, they think about it and they think, maybe I was wrong. And let's move on. What is Aladdin and Ali Baba about? A phenomenon that has cursed humanity and plagued humanity since the beginning of time. It's called orphans. Orphans. So many wars, so much death and destruction, so many invasions, so many empires, troops coming, killing the parents and picking up the youngsters to train for their next military invasion. And all of these kids became orphans. And it's the story of orphans and how some of them dream of finding a genie who can help them escape poverty and misery. And these orphans dream of finding a cave of treasures, of discovering a magic password, open sesame, and they have access to treasures and can become normal civilized people and live a good life. What happens is that in the same way that nobody cares about women getting killed, nobody cares about orphans. And when you read about Oliver Twist, and so many other stories, Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer, they were all orphans. The story of orphans has to be shared. Imagine living without a mother, without a father taking care and guiding you, and having to live on the streets. And the religions are here, and the popes, and all of that, but no one talks about orphans. So what kind of religion, what kind of gods, and what kind of doctrine when you ignore one of the greatest phenomena, that is orphans? And orphans also, due to climatic disasters and all kinds of accidents, and the children survive. Somehow they have some kind of protection. Children survive. And we have so many billionaires, and they're buying Ferraris and promoting football tournaments and boxing tournaments, and nobody is really worried about looking after orphans and giving them protection. And when they say, oh, we are an NGO looking after kids, and then we discover that they're the people who are abusing kids, they're the people who are selling kids, and it's a horror. But we must remember that these stories of Aladdin and Ali Baba are about orphans, and Sherazad is about feminicide. And this is the hidden message, the invisible truths about these stories, and that we should put it on the table and not just think it's a joke, it's a joke. It's not a joke, it's something serious. But in those days, if you said that, your head was chopped off. Not very nice. So today, we can talk about things. It's called civilization. It's called being human. And maybe people can get touched and do something about it, so that tomorrow we have much less or no feminicide, and somebody is taking care of the orphans. Thanks for watching.